Hello everyone, this is the Prussian Prince, winner of Total War Attila tournament cast. And this is the Agartha Flash Clash tournament number 1. Round of 8 match between uldaCZ of Wolf and Mistivir of Agartha. uldaCZ is in command of the Danes and Mistivir is in command of the Jutes. So, yeah, interesting map choice in round of 8. Again, I didn't mention it, but throughout this tournament, the organizers of it just selected a map for each round which the participants had to play on. So that was why you had the maps you had in each round. Anyway, Danes versus Jutes. Well, clearly the Jutes are the favorites in this one, but let's go over the builds. So, for the Danes, Viking Captain with Brace. Then we have, let's see, clearly 4 Nordic Horse Lords and 2 Nordic Mounted Raiders. Then we see 4 Nordic Axe Warriors and let's see, an Elite Nordic Warrior, a Nordic Band, and 4 Herdmen for the Danes. Now, for the Jutes though, let's see, Nordic Warlord, Warcry General, then we have 2 Nordic Horse Lords on each flank. We have some Nordic Horse Raiders as well. Looks like 1 Nordic Horse Raider. Make that 2 because this one is hidden in that forest over here. Very interesting choice. Then we have, let's see, in terms of skirmishing contingent, 4 Nordic Hurlers, I believe. Yes. Then we have, how many Huskarls? Well, looks like 1, 2, how many? Okay, so we have 2 Nordic Axe Warriors on the left with the Huskarl and the Royal Huskarl. In the center we have 2 Nordic Axe Warriors, and on the right we have a Huskarl with a Royal Huskarl. So that, how many axes? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 axes for the Jutes. The Nordic Warlord is not an axe unit, so yeah. Yeah, very interesting to see how this one is going to go, because the Jutes, as you well know, favorites in this one. Another big thing is max 4 of the same. So what this means is though that while the Danes while the Jutes can bring more than 4 axes, like they can mix Huskarls, Royal Huskarls, and the Nordic Axe Warriors as they wish. The Danes, however, they can only bring Nordic Axe Warriors as their axes, because it's max 4 of the same. So they can't bring like 6 Huskarls or 6 Nordic Axe Warriors or something, which is something you see a lot, but that is unfortunate for them, which gives Jutes another advantage in my opinion. Looks like there's an ambush over here, but this unit is not going to do well, the Horse Raiders, because there is going to be Nordic band support. There's going to be another cavalry unit here going around. Dane's trying to just engage this as cost effectively as possible, as you can see. Now the Hurlers moving up for the Jutes, and the thing is, no skirmishers for the Danes, so these Hurlers could potentially do a lot of work for the Jutes here. No loose formation though, not quite. I mean, why loose formation? That's something I don't get, because there are no skirmishers on the enemy team, so why not? Here we're gonna see Nordic Horse Lords of Danes charging into Hurlers, actually getting a charge off onto the Nordic Horse Lords too, so that wasn't too bad. Now it looks like the same thing happening over here, but the axes are not being sent in very quickly by the Jutes. Looks like now they're being sent in. The axes of the Jutes making it first, so I think this is gonna look okay for the Jutes actually. 2 axes in here against the Nordic Horse Lords though. And we're going to have a nice Nordic Horse Lord charge here into Elite Nordic Warriors. The activated shield wall, they're still going to get destroyed as they're not braced yet. But here comes some cavalry units for the Danes, and this could save them the day. Because the Jutes, they do not have any cavalry units here. And now, these Nordic Mounted Raiders, oh, and also a discharge by Axe Warriors into the Huskarls is going to do a lot of work. Discharge into the rear of the Axe Warriors here is going to do lots of damage. Nordic Horse Lord is going to pull out. You can see all these units dying at the moment for the Danes, and here comes another cav charge by the Nordic Mounted Raiders. This charge is not a charge by the Mounted Raiders though, has to be said, but these axe warriors being very slow. I'm not quite sure why they're not moving in right there. That's not good. They need to be sent in for sure. But the left flank is looking very bad for the Danes. Well, with this axe warrior charge, it's gonna hold out for a little bit, but still all these units of the Jutes pouring in. Actually, this is not a good move by the Jutes, just having all these 3 units here. Not really doing a great job of spreading out. And now you can see the Nordic mounted raiders here. I mean, all these rear charges are just going to rout these units of the Danes, of the Jutes rather. Nordic warlord here, not in shield wall. And this spread out charge is not only going to connect with the general, but also with these axes and with the horse lords. So like this Nordic mounted raider, changing the game for the Danes actually. But the Danes clearly losing the left flank. These chosen warriors needed to activate shield wall and go in, but they just went in normally. I guess they want to tie down the cav, and that's all they want to do basically. Some elite Nordic warriors still on the field here, which are going to try and do their best. These Nordic horse lords still on the field, but at the moment it's looking insanely good for the Danes right now. So yeah, more Nordic mounted raiders. These guys have just done so well for the Danes. Like killing all these Huskarls off was important. More units on the field here. These axe warriors gonna get a charge off on the Huskarls. Okay, Huskarls are gonna get their own charge off, which is important and it's nice, but the Huskarls are gonna win here. But there's just so many units for the Danes that it's just not gonna matter right now. It's so hard to say who is who because it's Royal Huskarls against okay, there's like a bunch of Huskarls, like all these units over here. I don't know who is who. Like if you were in this battle, how would you tell that who is your enemy and who isn't? It's like a mosh pit. Different units everywhere, like surrounding and then doing different things, as you can see here. But yeah, victory for the Danes here. The Danes have uldaCZ. And very, very nicely done. Just wow, 161 kills, and those are all very important kills. It's not like they're skirmishers, so very, very nicely done by uldaCZ here against Mistivir, and he's going to advance to next round, which would be the semi-final. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed. If you want to see more, don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Share the video, and I shall see you next time.